Sorry, everyone, just showing you my arse. Isn't it so nice?
I'm so scared of wearing.
Sorry, I'm so jealous.
I wouldn't, don't be, because they're right here.
I'm so thrilled.
I'm so scared of wearing skirts now in here because every time I've done it.
Okay, everyone's seen your food.
Yeah. So just really be conscious of that. Because
really?
That's not something.
I don't remember us ever having a foof situation.
Oh no, there was one where your whole knickers were on.
Mine.
The whole time.
Oh yeah, in the.
But I think this is fine because it's
in
not
the like
straight.
60s dress.
Yeah.
I remember. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Caffè Nero.
Thank you.
Look
Love
at
you.
this.
We best take a picture.
I'm a bit nervous.
So
it's quite green, isn't it?
Is it just, that's good. That means it's high quality matcha.
Japanese grade. I'm ready. Good, good. They wanted the ice featured.
Oh, well,
guys,
perfect.
look at these sunnies we bought.
Well, here
Aren't
we go.
they fucking
we
phenomenal?
must show
We'll
you
do a
all
full
the
fashion
things.
show.
Well, maybe we'll do a haul on TikTok because I feel like the girls will love it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very good idea, especially for a sunny day.
Right, here you go. Nope. Is this yours? Did you get black? That's one.
Yeah, this is the ones where you got white.
Yes.
Guys, sorry, look at this. It's so stupid.
Obsessed. Oh no, I love them. I just love them.
I think they're so
I
great.
just think sunglasses are meant to be dumb.
And we got matchy match. So Al got a white pair of these.
I got the white ones.
And then I got these. What's the difference with these?
Oh no, we got the wrong way.
Oh, mine are blue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And yours are silver. They need a little white.
I was just thinking that. Nothing to worry about.
Wow. For real.
10 out of 10 recommend Liverpool, guys. Obviously.
Guys, my hometown.
No, I know, but like, it's just so funny when you don't.
When you've never been to a city
Yeah.
before. I can't believe you've never been.
I know.
I'm trying to think of a city in the UK I haven't been to.
But why would I have gone? Bristol? You've been to Bristol.
What do you mean, why would you have gone?
Like, why would I have gone to Liverpool? There's nothing in Liverpool for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, unless you're going with a specific
or like a
reason.
concert, or like
I've been to Manchester
just to shop.
for a
Like
concert.
people do go to.
No, I know.
Like, why would you go to Vienna? What's in Vienna for you?
It's just, I suppose, that it's, you know,
like
a
nothing's
different country.
anywhere for anyone, really. Like, you know.
No, but babe, why
do people go to the Cotswolds? There's nothing there.
Yeah, that part, because it's like the countryside.
But you know, Liverpool is the ocean. People forget.
So is Newcastle.
Yeah, true. Well, she's a Newcastle girl, so what can we say?
Why I?
Yeah, that's why I thought you'd have been, because you spent so much time up north. Like, if you're in Newcastle, why wouldn't you just go to Liverpool?
Is it quite close though? It's not
closer than Bristol is to Liverpool, you know, whilst you're there. Do you know what I mean? So sorry, what else have we got in our bag?
Right, so we've got all the belts, these fun things.
Will I try this now?
Yes, that's right, gasping.
Oh wow!
Is it yum?
Oh wow! Oh my god, it's really yum.
Sorry, I just forgot how much I love iced coffee for a hot set.
I know, I had one this morning. It was absolutely 10 out of 10. I got it from Brickwood. They do a very good coffee in Brickwood, actually.
I agree. I
got some of these just in case we needed. She actually did me a hot one.
I was going to...
by accident.
Is she okay?
And I had to say, oh sister,
have you seen the temperature outside?
it's going to have to be iced.
27.5 degrees.
Yeah.
Right, this is juice. Well, share.
God, my hair is just like humid.
So this is like a belly chain, I suppose.
Yeah, it's like a half belt, half
Guys,
chain.
this shop, I actually didn't save it, which was really dumb.
What, the name of the shop?
Yeah, because this shop, guys, was like
it was incredible.
a dream.
And then we
It
got,
must
oh,
be called Grid.
this goes on jeans.
We got one of these each to go on your jeans.
Thrilled.
And then I got this harness belt.
This crazy belt.
Which, imagine with a black blazer how cool this will look.
Yeah, really cool.
So we really had a fun
So
time.
we really smashed it. I love it. Look at it.
Do you want to take your...
So many naked people on the common, guys.
Wait, should I just
The
give you
sun's
that
out
chain?
and everyone just gets their hair out.
Do you want to take this then?
Yes. I want to take it all. Yeah, look, this is a belt, so this bit goes at the front, and
Really
then the
good.
rest goes
It's
around the
really
back.
good.
It's really fun, isn't it? And they've got little faces on,
I
the little
know,
suns. Oh God, I'm thrilled. Heaven. We love a bit of shopping.
Well, I'll tell you what's happened to me this morning. I've had a new fridge. I didn't know this. Worst day probably the whole year I reckon we could have picked to have had a new fridge, because
You have to
can't-
defrost it.
Well, you
obviously,
can't
take
turn
everything out.
You can't actually switch the fridge on for 4 hours after they've installed it. Because
Why?
all the gas and oils have to like resettle and recompress, and if you turn it on too quickly, basically you'll fuck your fridge. Like, it just won't last. And I had Mindful Chef delivered last night.
No.
So all my meat is all gonna be off. It's gonna
No,
be
surely
really
you
good.
needed to knock on a neighbour. Why would you not bring it to mine?
Babe, all of my freezer
Yeah,
contents
but don't-
too. No, I know. Oh, listen, it is what it is.
Don't let your meat go
I know.
off. Will we not go and get it now?
No, it's done now. He did
What if you not
say.
put it in the bin?
No. It is in there. He did say it will stay cool. Like, it will act like a cool box. And I just wanted to say, oh, King, it's 28 degrees out there, but nothing to worry about.
I know, but the temperature of the outside shouldn't affect the fridge.
Inside, exactly.
In a dream world.
But
otherwise
it's
you'd
not
be in-
on. It's just cold, like colder than outside.
But surely it acts like a thermos.
Yes.
As in, like, it keeps the
So
temperature.
I haven't really
the temperature.
opened it
Oh,
yet.
fine. Okay, hopefully you'll be fine.
I hope.
I'm guessing you had to empty out your freezer anyway, did you? Defrost everything?
Yes. No, he did say it shouldn't defrost, but the ice doesn't look very icy to me.
Oh, the amount of times I haven't shut my freezer properly and then just when I've gone back shut it again, I wouldn't worry.
I wouldn't worry.
I just let it refreeze and I rarely get ill, so I just think it's fine.
Listen, with petit pois, what's the worst that can go wrong? Do you know what I mean?
I've done it with chicken. I'm not
Have
bothered.
you? I wouldn't, but I would about chicken.
Anything, I just think it's not going to kill you, is it? Did you hear about that woman that killed her in-laws with the shrooms?
With the chicken? Wait, what?
With the mushrooms?
No.
You're thinking about the rice.
Yes, I am.
You're thinking about the mum that went away and killed her family with
she
the rice.
cooked toxic mushrooms. Wait,
Yes,
I think I heard this.
But they were individual pots and hers happened to be fine and she killed her in-laws. It's like you killing Pori's parent.
Well, oh my god, I can't believe I haven't talked about this sooner.
What?
I went down an oyster TikTok hole because this girl...
Do you like oysters?
No, I don't love... I just think, what is good about oysters?
I think, what's good about oysters? Let me think. Just the saltiness. Literally, that's the only thing.
Like, just eat a packet of crisps.
No.
It's like
it's
cold,
not that salty.
slimy and salty.
But it's like salty. It's like fishy salty.
Yeah,
like seawater.
fishy salty, exactly.
That you don't get really, like you'd have to eat a seaweed.
And listen, I'm not chasing down seawater, so no, I don't love them.
Yeah, fine.
Do you?
I don't mind them.
I like a fried one.
I wouldn't order them.
No, I wouldn't order them. There's this girl who actually coincidentally went to my school. I didn't even realise until I sent it tonight that she was like, she fully went to Wickham, babe.
And you forgot. Was she
eat 100 oysters for breakfast, like pretty much every day.
That can't be real.
Go, I will send you her thing. She has this whole page about oysters because she just loves oysters.
No.
So
how
she'll
do you
go
even
to a
affording
restaurant
100 oysters
because
a day?
there are so many places that's £1 an oyster, and so she does it for TikTok, obviously. So she'll go
£100 a day.
Maybe not every day, babe. This girl's page.
What's she called? Like Oyster Girl?
Basically.
I want to see.
The Sun wrote this thing about her that was like the oyster girl.
No.
Yeah.
Oyster Girl. What a girl to be.
Okay,
let me have a look if it's connected to your car.
Oyster, yeah.
What's she called?
I want to say it's Georgiana, even though at school she
Georgiana?
Georgiana Davies, I want to say.
Not Georgina.
Oyster Girl is back.
An oyster was when my mother ate one when she was pregnant with me. And this is the first time we're eating oysters together since that day. But we're about 7 minutes into our meal when she hits me with
What's not going to be boring about her just eating oysters?
No, wait.
Sorry, sis.
Can I eat 80?
Can I get 80 oysters, please? 80 oysters? Yeah, 80. And that is what we're here for today.
She must eat them out of house and home, these restaurants. They must be like, sis, what about all the other people that need to order oysters?
Yep.
Greedy guts!
And she does this all the time. She'll like go to Berlin and like do like 3 places to get oysters.
5, 10, 15.
How fascinating is that?
That can't be good for you, can it?
No. So then I went down this oyster TikTok hole because every comment is like, that is so bad for you.
Yeah, because what is it in fish that everyone panics about? Mercury.
Well, also, there's a bacteria in oysters that can kill you. And then the reason I went down this oyster hole was because there was this TikTok couple.
So getting sick from oysters is no joke. I've seen my dad taking down my oysters. It was not pretty. We have to go again.
Yeah, I reckon.
Wow, that was amazing.
Oh, I could have a match now. Oyster bacteria. Vibrio.
Vibrio. That sounds awful.
Right, so this couple, they did like mukbang food videos.
Yeah.
And there is
with oyster slurpee.
And she died. And it's so sad because you can see her eating the oysters and then like 2 weeks later
That's the oysters that killed her.
Yeah.
That is so dark.
So yeah, Vibrio, and apparently now because of climate change, you're like 80% more likely to get food poisoning from oysters than you were 100 years ago because the water's so dirty. This is classic me though. I just get obsessed
you like
with
really
shit.
like every week at the moment it's a new thing.
Oysters are water filters.
Yes.
And that's why that sometimes dirty water gets stuck in them. So yeah, basically then I said to Raw, and I will now say to you,
and oysters are living.
Dying on me. So like definitely no more oysters. Well, they're living, but they haven't got a central nervous system, so some people would say they're vegetarian.
Yeah, like this is the weird thing, like with being vegan, like can you eat oysters? Not so sure.
You could argue it's a sea plant.
You could argue that. You
Yeah.
could also argue that it lives and breathes.
But it doesn't. Fascinating.
Wow, same as a mussel, I guess.
No, I've been on, she'll go like all around London.
Sorry, well she best be careful.
I know.
I've only ever eaten oysters when someone else has ordered them in a restaurant. I would never go and be like desperate for some oysters. I would have mussels though.
Me too, I love mussels.
Fucking heaven. I could eat that every night,
yes.
actually. The bread and the chip and the mussels.
Even if I saw them getting caught on the rock,
the oysters,
I'd be like, not bothered.
To die?
Not bothered.
But they're not that lethal. They're not like the shrooms. Like, I'm not going foraging for shrooms and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
She fully killed them. And I think she'll go to jail because...
Well, that's like White Lotus. Well, we've really
inhaled that, haven't we? Yeah, like White Lotus with the fruit. Yeah.
And I just think, get your facts straight. It wasn't deadly. He didn't die.
I know, I found that a tiny bit jarring, that part of the storyline.
Like,
I just think he should have died.
Yeah, I agree.
But I guess the whole thing was he didn't drink enough of it. He drank the remnants of the blender. He didn't actually swallow the fruit.
But they did all have a sip of the blended stuff.
Yeah.
So like, surely, and none of them were sick even. You best believe, guys, as an IBS girlie, if I drunk that,
you'd at least want them to have diarrhea.
There'd be hell to pay in the bathroom.
Was really laughing at Olivia this morning.
Why?
Guys, Olivia had a sickness bug that was, let's just say, bad vibes.
Oh no,
Like,
I don't know what the fuck she had.
No, it was wrong. I was just like, nothing will humble you more than just shitting yourself. That is just the hardest thing to go through.
Have you ever shit yourself?
Yeah, but I was young. I know, like, Faye shat herself on the doorstep. Do you remember that? She had diarrhea and she couldn't get to the toilet in time. She shat on the doorstep.
Oh, I don't think
in her
I've ever
jeans.
had that. I've never had that. I've really not been able to hold it in.
Yeah, well, because you're constantly constipated.
But when I had diarrhea,
you'd be thrilled to shit yourself. It'd be an absolute dream
diarrhea
day.
For me is a rarity.
You'd be like, come on! If it was bad enough that you didn't make it to the toilet, babe, you'd be thrilled.
No, I'd feel like I had a coat.
What's happened to your hair? Have you done it in a plait?
No, basically, I should tell you what happened. Sophia Tuxford crimped her hair.
Yeah.
And I thought,
cool.
I have had a crimper in my drawer for 10 years.
Oh my God, you've got a crimper. And it's brilliant.
And the good thing about it is that the whole thing took me about 3 minutes.
Oh, babe, it's great.
So yeah, now it's going to be my new thing. So thanks, Sophia, for
well done, Sophia, for reminding her that she's got a crimper.
Because for a second, crimping became really uncool. And
but you haven't gone uncool.
No, I know.
I think that's
a bit platty.
Yeah, I don't think that crimping was uncool ever. I just think when it was like frizzy Lizzie McGuire crimp.
Yeah.
Like we used to do tight
crimp.
That's different. I wouldn't even call this a crimp. I'd call it a soft wave. It's
True.
Brilliant.
Thanks, babe.
Crimping is like crimping.
How was the comment?
So nice.
Did you get bits done?
Yep. Hit my word count for today.
Great.
Fucking thrilled.
On a roll then.
I'm on a bit of a roll at the moment. I don't want to jinx it, guys. I don't want to jinx it. But I'm on a fucking roll. Unlike our TikTok.
Oh, don't.
What was this?
Don't.
Well, it was the debate we had and we picked one way and we picked the wrong way.
Oh well, here we are.
You live and you learn. We weren't sure. It could have swung either way.
Paulie B did well, to be honest. I forgot to tag Netflix, but don't worry, guys. There's 2 more coming.
Everyone's talking to me about that Paul Brunson video, and I was like, guys, it kind of ruined when Luke Hamner also got a compliment from him.
Babe, he didn't say the same to Luke.
He still has a tactic, Paul Brunson, of complimenting everyone that goes in.
True.
Clever. But sneaky, because we did think we were special, Paul. We did.
Now your secret's been outed to the world, King.
Guys, we've had a huge nightmare this morning. On Friday, I thought we were having girls' night and Al thought we were having family night.
Dinner.
So what are we going to do? We've got to go
let's
somewhere sunny.
Go out. Yeah. I have. Mo said that the new common
pizza is open, but you can't book. I think they're probably inundated because they're doing half-price pizzas for the whole of May. So I can imagine it's quite stressful.
Then Friday won't be the day to go.
Yeah.
We've got to go like on a Monday.
But also, if we want to just do the common, we could even just get like takeaway pizza or picnic, whatever. Or just do like pick up a Francomanca, get some beers.
Or we could go
we can book somewhere
if you want to still go. Where is
on
it?
the South Bank. I want to say it's in the National Theatre, but I might be wrong.
Wait, is that where Wicked was?
No, my Dylan. The South Bank.
Where
That's
was
Victoria.
Wicked?
What Wicked? Wicked what?
Rem.
Sorry. Thought you meant the stage show. Anyway, so now we've got to make a plan for Friday night that is outdoors. Because it's going to be hot.
It's going to be hot.
Hot.
Hotter than hot.
Hot to trot, check.
Tomorrow,
get a tan. Yeah, I'm going to tan. Well, I'm going to just do what I did today and write outside.
Yes, good.
Because it's the only way, girls, to combine the two.
How did your laptop not like combust?
It was so fine. Don't know.
That is shocking to me.
I mean, I was only out there for like an hour and a half.
It was very, very hot.
She was fine. She's resting now, but I think she was fine.
Guys, this bodes well for a good summer, I have to say.
I know, me and the...
It's only April, and look at this weather.
But sometimes, I'm confident that we're going to have like a COVID summer, I really am.
Scorcher, yeah.
But I'm worried, because sometimes
when it peaks early.
Because we had that a few summers ago when we were in the Fulham flat. In like June, July, it was unbearably hot, and then August, it was just kind of grey. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And like a bit like
last summer, nothing can be worse than last summer.
Last summer was, what was it, raining?
Raining the whole summer it rained.
Wow, that is bleak. Have you seen about Billy Ray Cyrus?
Yeah, and what's her name? Elizabeth Hurley.
Elizabeth Hurley.
I am...
Make it make sense.
Jaw on the floor.
Where did they meet?
Right.
If someone says Raya to me one more time, I'm about to lose my absolute shit. I looked again the other day, I've had 9 referrals and they won't let me on. What's wrong with everyone?
We need a contact if you actually...
They don't exist.
No, but they must, because...
I nearly DM'd them yesterday.
You should, and say...
And say what?
You're gonna get so much fucking free PR.
They don't give a shit. What PR do they need when they're not even letting people on?
Literally, if someone has
I'm gutted
contact,
because
guys, I'm not
every
joking.
single person I talk to that goes on a good date, they're like, Raya. It was Raya.
I know.
Raya. And I'm like, sorry.
I know.
What the fuck is happening?
I know.
It's some kind of cruelty. What's the point in being single if you can't be on Raya?
What's the point of being famous if you can't even get on Raya?
But it's not famous. Fucking nothing to do with it.
Listen, I think that they're like Soho House. They started out really exclusive and now it's every Tom, Dick and Harry. But you still can't get in. You still haven't even hit the
I'm
bar.
not Tom, Dick or Harry. And I don't know what's happened there.
And actually...
maybe they have investigated into us and they know that we chat bang and they don't want people's privacy. That could be real.
Oh my God, that could be real.
Because if you're known for being like an app that's safe for famouses to date on, then maybe you don't want some loudmouth yapper on YouTube being like, I went on a date with Pete Wicks.
Okay, Raya,
and he's got a small willy. I don't know. Like maybe they don't want people to know.
I would reckon that they don't. Yeah, but like also, you know,
Raya,
free country.
Promise, I will call you Paya and I will never name a celeb I sleep with. Okay? Ever. It's tacky, and I wouldn't do that ever. Okay. Anyway, that's that. That's my rant over.
Sorry, Billy Ray and Liz Hurley. Wild.
That's wild. I mean, what a dream. I'd love to be with someone like Billy Ray Cyrus.
Really?
Just an old cowboy.
I think he's quite.
I don't actually know him as a person.
I don't know him as a. Yeah.
Hasn't he fallen out with all of his kids?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Not great. Because I'm always Team Miley.
Bodes well. Me too. Always.
But Liz is loving him.
Well, Liz. Listen.
Do you know Liz?
I don't know Liz. I know that Liz and her son do have a very strange relationship.
Shagging.
Babe, it is weird.
Snogging.
It is.
He's the one that looks like a princess.
Yeah. They are joined at the hip.
He's a model.
He has long hair.
Yeah.
It is like a little.
He looks a bit like her.
He looks like
you think they kiss?
I don't know. I just think it's not all.
You think they kiss?
It's not quite what you'd expect from a mother's son. I actually don't know.
Well, we'll have to investigate this. What was Elizabeth Hurley? Right, Elizabeth Hurley is an actress, pardon me, actress and model.
Sorry, what has she acted in?
Actress and model, that says a lot, doesn't it? Sorry, girls, but you know. She was in Austin Powers, Strictly Confidential, Gossip Girl, apparently.
Oh, she was. For 5 minutes.
I think she's basically a model, guys.
I agree.
She's 59 and her partner was Arun Nair, a businessman. It's giving rich.
It's giving rich.
And that's who I think their son is with. Damien
is his name.
Damien, British actor and model. He's really following in the footsteps.
Yes. Actor, again, what's he done?
Strictly Confidential and The Boy on the Beach, both films with his mum, where he kissed his mum.
He kissed his mum?
No. Defamation. No, but both films are with Liz.
Do you know what I mean?
What do you say to that?
Go and look on her Instagram and you'll see all the pictures of them together.
Of them snogging.
And of him.
Is Billy Ray on there yet? Sorry, it's a collab post.
Yeah.
Billy Ray.
Announcement to the world.
Tennessee weekend. Sorry. How? Oh my God, there's loads.
Oh, there is it?
Happy Easter.
Yeah, I've seen that. The one thing I don't like about him is why is his hair so long?
She likes it clearly because her son's got long hair too.
True, that's true.
Here's the picture of her baby. 23 years of loving you, Damien. Guys, it's really bad to spread rumours. I'm sure they're just really like mother-son relationship.
Kiss.
I kiss my mum on the lips all the time, don't worry about it. We just did a deep dive on Damien Hurley, and what an experience it was.
Highly recommend to a friend.
I highly recommend to a friend, and I highly recommend.
I know that there's more people on earth with more famous godparents than him, to be honest.
Imagine Elton David and Hugh Grant, who we think Elizabeth Hurley used to date, but is now his godfather.
Let's have a look. Maybe they parted on good terms.
They must have done. I feel like Hugh, having, you know, probably shagged half of London, has to be on good terms with most of his ex-lovers.
Hurley.
Otherwise, it's probably quite hard to leave the house. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, they were together.
They were, weren't they? Because they were quite the it couple.
Elizabeth Hurley says she and Hugh Grant are still extremely good friends.
Sweet.
So that would make sense.
Well, that is good. I'm friends with none
He
of my
actually
exes.
could be Hugh Grant's son. He does look a bit like him.
Well, who knows?
Listen.
I say paternity test is what I say. I say long lost DNA, because you never know with Liz. No defamation. So now Damien is like technically step siblings with Miley Cyrus.
They're not married, but yes, in theory.
If they got married, I'd be thrilled about that. I'd be like, good shift, mum.
Me too.
To
Thanks
pick anyone. Although, yeah, we
But
think that Billy
and
is
Miley aren't mates,
not good terms.
So I would have gone the other side of the family really and picked like her brother or something.
Does she have a brother?
Many.
Wow.
She's one of like 5 or 6 siblings.
I know
She's
about her sister because she obviously is a singer as well.
the young
Cyrus.
Noah. I think she's got 1 other sister and 2 brothers.
Wow.
I believe. Well, we can find out.
Well, let's find out because, you know, the internet is at our fingers.
Miley Cyrus siblings.
God, I'm hot. Everyone's got their tops off.
Yeah, so she's got Brazen Cyrus, Brandy Cyrus, Christopher Cody, Trace Cyrus, and Noah Cyrus, and then her, so she's one of 6.
Wow.
That's all of them.
Let me see them. Trace is kind of crazy.
They are all really arty.
I can see that. Christopher Cody looks like Cody Simpson.
Cody Simpson.
With
What
the
does he
like
actually
sweet
sing?
fringe. Oh my god, that amazing song. You will know it and love it, babe. He was on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and he sang it. Do you remember? Guys, we were
That sweet
talking
fringe.
yesterday about how much we used to love Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh,
And
Hannah Montana, That's So
Hannah
Raven,
Montana, That's So Raven.
Drake and Josh.
Yeah, iCarly.
iCarly was really good.
So maybe I'm not thinking of Cody
Corey
Simpson.
in the House. Did you ever watch Corey in the House?
Yeah. Guys, I'm not even thinking about Cody Simpson. Who the hell sings that song? Oh, I'm so annoying. I've got a brain like a goldfish that retains minimal information.
It will come to you. Don't worry about it, Queen.
Okay.
Sometimes that happens.
It's in the back of my mind,
it
the
will-
song.
it
I
will
could
come to you.
almost sing it, but I can't. So hold that thought, guys, because it will come.
Right, should we go and get
I was
some?
trying to decide what to have for Lunchington. Sausage roll.
No, not today.
Oakberry.
I am tempted because it's very rare that the weather's like this and that, you know, we're here on Northcote Road.
Make hay while the sun shines,
Do you know
sister.
what I mean? Maybe then I'll have a matcha, a bit much Oakberry and then a matcha.
It's a bit liquidy. It's a bit
Yes.
wet, if you ask
No,
me.
but I could have a. Oh gosh.
Oh, this is a good life, guys. Can I tell you before we go?
I bet you the camera will die, but try.
I've now made best friends with in the gym.
Does he wear glasses sometimes?
Yeah, he wore red glasses today. They're nice, aren't they?
I think I saw him today.
Said to him, lovely glasses. Were you nice to him?
I was far away.
I was fast.
Far away.
He was saying today about how, you know, your life is made up of choices and we think we don't have choice, but we have more choice than we think.
Totally.
And how you choose to live your life is obviously very important to not only your aging, but to your ability to feel joy. This was like, I was like mid-set.
What?
mid bench press I was, but I did think, do you know, you're right, that's true, because he was talking about this couple he met backpacking and he was like, you know, because obviously they felt young but they were in their 70s and they were backpacking, they were waking up any morning, they were running, they were so vibrant, he said, and he was like, because look at the choices they've made. And I was like, wow, within whatever your situation, you still do have choice.
Definitely.
You may live in London in the rat race, but you have choice. You do. Take your laptop to the park.
Yes.
When you can, and you're not going to get fired.
Well, it's funny that you should say that because this morning, you know, Amanda Wakely has this podcast now, and that Joe Good.
Do
who we
I know
met,
Amanda Wakely?
She's a dress designer.
Oh yeah.
And she has this podcast. And
Joe, we love Joe.
And she was on it and she was saying, you know, inside I feel 18 but like my body is 70.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, maybe it's because I never had kids and I never wanted kids, that I never like passed the baton of my younger self to someone else.
Wow.
But like I just, you know, sometimes I see myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god, who's that? Because you haven't really accepted that you're getting older, because why need to? And like I live such a young life. I think Amanda Wakely also doesn't have kids and she's also so youthful, and it's like, listen, you don't have to not have kids to do that. Like, no. This is what I think about aging in general. Who says you have to act your age? I just think it's such a bullshit phrase.
Well, we were talking about it the other day. Why were we talking about like having kids maybe? And like, I think when you're younger, you think, when I'm grown up. And then the older you get, the more you realise that that time never comes. You never grow up.
You'll never be ready for anything. You'll never be ready to be a mom.
Like, I'm sure, like, when you have kids, maybe that is like the stage at which you start to take on more responsibility and you start to think, okay, I'm the one in charge here. But I don't know that you'll ever be like, right, now I'm a grown up. Now I know what I'm doing.
I think some people have that. I noticed a difference. The other day I asked someone, one of the girls who was at Jack's engagement drinks, and it's so funny because I said to Fran, are you not worried you're going to feel like a child bride? And she was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I asked another girl who's also engaged, and I was like, do you not feel like you're going to be a child bride? And she was like, no, not at all.
I feel like an old bride.
Yeah. And like, I see it, like, one of my friends grew up and was ready to assume the role of grown up early doors.
She wanted it.
She wanted it. So if you want it, lean in. But if you don't want it, lean the fuck out.
I want bits of it. I want to be able to buy a wine from an offie.
Me too.
That's what I want. And I want to be able to go to bed whenever I want and to drive. Otherwise, I don't want it.
Yeah, otherwise, live young. Live youthfully.
Today, guys, paid our first ever pay slip at Ali & G Limited.
I saw, thanks. Oh my God, Ali & G Limited. I saw it today. I thought,
yeah, get yourself another pair of trainers, queen. How fun.
Yeah.
That's too much adulting for me.
Yeah, first time, guys, we're taking a salary from Ali & G Limited.
Get the girls a pension.
Legends.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's wild.
Right, let's get Al some lunch. I'll get a little snacky snack and then we'll be back. Cheers.
Cheers. I did in fact have an Oakberry. It was absolutely delicious.
Our capacity for wet things and for like liquid in general is, I think, quite
iconic.
I would say it's impressive. Yeah.
I agree.
I would say it's unmatched. I've gone for a little
Jack's Cocoa.
Jack's Cocoa.
So you really used to drink a whole... It's wild.
At uni, guys, I was listening to Bimini today.
Oh my God.
Bimini went to Goldsmiths.
It's like the most unshocking thing of all time.
That just makes me feel cool. Don't know what to tell you.
I know what I need to talk to you about.
Please. Please, sister, bring your business to the table. This is a safe space.
Wow. How funny that this should come up this week.
These are delicious, just I wanted to say.
Oh, we'll speak in code.
Oh, good. Guys, look alive.
Okay.
Okay, wait, settling in. Go on.
So, have you seen all this shit about Katy Perry?
No.
Katy Perry is being...
Is this the code? You're not being very coded.
No, because, wait. It's a metaphor, the code. The code is for the metaphor.
Is it about space?
No.
I thought she was being slated for that.
Well, that basically is the starting point. So she is on her tour, and she's called it the Lifetimes Tour. And every part of the show is a different timeline from her lifetime, i.e. the Eras Tour. She's literally knocked off Taylor Swift, okay?
Wow.
Her opening speech, I've seen them side by side, is literally Taylor's opening speech. I'm not joking.
Why would you ever, like anyone but Taylor, I would never go up against the machine.
She's taken elements from Beyonce, Pink and Taylor and basically mashed them together, and there are so many stitches of all of these different bits, like Pink's...
Did you nearly say collage?
I'm not going there again.
There's all these kind of collages, these video collages. Oh no! Babe, it is a collage.
They're a stitch, okay? It's an amalgamation of clips, is what it is. Okay?
Say it again, sister.
So Pink's big stunt, like Pink's thing that she does in every show.
Love Pink.
Is she
Great
sings
woman.
and she does this backflip. Have you ever seen it?
No.
She's like in this harness. She like sings and she like does like 3 backflips in the air.
Phenomenal.
Katy Perry's now singing, doing backflips.
This is difficult because, you know, it's the age-old debate. Number one, copying is the highest form of flattery, as we all...
Well, this is what I wanted to talk about.
No. But also, it's very difficult because who was I having this conversation with the other day?
Me.
No, a different conversation. We have this conversation a lot, because we find it quite difficult to put our blinkers on,
yes,
I would say.
I agree.
And we especially...
Harder than hard.
Harder than hard. When we first started, actually, we're having a second wind of it now, but when we first started...
It was the other way.
We found it quite difficult, I think, to
block out and...
Well, why are they there? Why are we not there? How does she do that? Can we do that?
And have faith in our own lane.
Have faith in our own direction.
And now we're noticing that it's hard as also to be... Listen, guys, we're not fucking Beyonce. And we're
it's
not
hard to be Taylor Swift.
But yeah, it's harder
to always be looking around and watching your back.
I hate to tell you've got strawberry in between your teeth.
Oh no, well, not to worry, soon I'll have braces for it to get stuck in.
And not
I must have one of these because I think they're quite phenomenal actually.
Really?
Quite juicy, quite perfectly right.
Guys, you must actually listen.
Strawberries are in seeds.
There's nothing wrong with eating the green bit of the strawberry. I just want everyone to know
Really?
that. People cut the whole half the fucking strawberry off.
Yeah, oh, you can't do that. I hate that.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Same with an apple core. Don't worry about it. Isn't that good? But it's difficult, isn't it? Because I was talking to someone about influence, especially like creative influences for writing and like what you read versus what you put out and like how, you know.
Roberts, were you not talking to Lauren Roberts about that?
Maybe I was.
I wasn't really listening to your conversation.
Yeah, maybe it was Lauren, and like we were just kind of talking about like what do you consume whilst you're trying to make something your own.
It was her.
I think it was her, because it's really difficult, because of course you take influence from people. I mean, this is completely different if she's actually just really copied the whole
She's literally just
format.
copied the whole thing.
And also in that like amount of limelight. Nothing's new, basically. I think if you do something that is really similar and looks like you're copying, I think you have to at least acknowledge.
Do you know what I mean?
I've basically copied you here.
In the time.
What is on live?
To cool that down.
Yes, but it's cool now. So, hi.
So, sorry, what I wanted to say was...
She copied everything.
She copied everything,
What's
but it's...
Tay-Tay saying?
No, Tay-Tay hasn't said anything.
Does Tay-Tay know?
I'm sure, but you know, listen, rise above.
Well, when you're Tay-Tay as well, like if you've done it
it's hard to be
first...
Taylor. That's what, because you were saying in the beginning it was hard to be Katie.
Yes.
You know, worrying about everyone else. And now we're...
I think it's easier to be Taylor.
Yes.
It's definitely a nicer place to be in.
Well, because you feel like I earned it my way.
Yeah, and also like everyone knew I did it first. It'd be different if everyone thought it was Katie. Then you'd be like, no, sorry guys, it was the Eras tour. Then you'd have something to say.
Well, this is the thing. I just think, you know, everyone always says this, but it's just important to remember. It happens in life. Like, it's not just about work. It's about, I don't know, when you're a teenager, it's about her fucking...
Buying the bag you just bought.
Literally.
Because that's jarring
Getting the same
in
haircut
itself.
as you, or whatever it is. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, and listen, we have to remember it ourselves. We're not good at remembering that sometimes. It's an important lesson to hold close to you.
Yeah, because also you really do have to like pouring your energy into that and worrying about that is obviously wasted and unproductive. So you've just got to acknowledge.
I see you.
I see.
Listen.
I see what you've done there, Katie. I like how you've rebranded.
And try as you might, you will never be me.
You will never be the first.
So go for it.
Yeah, but I think everyone would be mistaken to think actually that they have had a unique idea. That's what I'm really learning. It's very hard to be the first to do something and the only to do anything. So you've just got to like,
unless you create something from the
like if you know
Steve Jobs, do you know what I mean?
You cure cancer, go for it. Then I'll you know pat you on the back and no one can do it after you.
Well, because also, you know, it's like an interesting point about like we are all an amalgamation of every single thing that we consume. Like everything. The things that you look at.
Also, you can't help it. Like I copy you all the time. If I see something I like that you've done, I will do it.
Obviously.
It's not always with
malintent.
Exactly. It's sometimes like a joyous thing, and that's how you can find a tribe, and that's how you can find, you know, common ground with people or your own style. It all comes from different sources. But
well, what I would say though,
go on,
is you can copy all you want, but the
copy away.
And this is where I got a speaking code a bit.
Right, go on.
The seed of motivation must originally be your own.
Well, this is an interesting thing.
Well,
cool. I'm re-engaged. Finally!
Wakey shame!
You honestly lost me at...
My knee's really gonna come on. Collage.
What was it? Collage.
I then said stitch.
Video collage.
But what I meant to say was video collage.
I'm back engaged now since video collage. Think about like a Chidera and a Florence Given. Like that situation when Chidera had a book and then Florence did a book and Chidera said that Florence stole everything from her. It's like only you know where your idea and your seed came from. And Katie, you shouldn't be able to sleep at night if all you did was go to the Eras tour and go, well that's genius, I'm just gonna do that. For all we know, and we've had this, babe, think about the podcast artwork. For all you know, Katie's been working on Lifetime for 20 years.
100%, and
she was just a bit slow.
And if that is the truth, then that is absolutely...
And Katie, you own your truth.
As she absolutely should. Yeah. It's just that if something that you're doing, if you're Katie in this scenario and you're only doing it because someone else did it...
Well, now we're at the crux.
Then that is not a good motivation.
Yeah.
It's not good enough to last you your whole life is what I'm trying to say.
And for you, you've got to find your
purpose.
What's your sauce?
Right.
Don't have ketchup because she does. Like,
do you know what I mean?
See if you like it, sure, but try.
I mean, I think this is a wider conversation about fitting in. It's just so easy to just say, yeah, I love ketchup, even if you fucking hate ketchup.
Yeah, and we're all at like whether you're 18, 16, 28, 30,
50, 75, like it can happen whenever.
You're always on the cusp of like a deeper understanding of yourself, and that has to come from trial and error for sure, but you figuring out what you like is deep inside your soul. Yeah. And like, if the pink backflips in your soul, sick. Backflip, queen.
Away.
But if it's not...
But if you've only done it because you're jealous that pink can do it and you can't, that's not good enough.
When you like something, like it. When you see something someone has, think about why you want it.
I would say this is very, very true for boys or girls, depending on which way you date, in your teenage years. How many times I had this, so many, oh my God, she started liking him, wait, no, I think I'm in love with him.
Wait, no, I actually think he's fit.
Oh my God, no, wait, I think he's the love of my life. No, you don't.
Yeah.
It's literally because she got there first.
Yes. Yeah.
Go and find anyone else.
Yeah.
The thing is, 99.999% of the time, you don't actually like them. You just like that person got there first.
Even with friends, you have to like, who was I talking to about this the other day? Who are all these people I'm talking to?
I was gonna say, would you fucking let me in?
Why have I got so many conversations I'm
not
having?
in? What was it about? Maybe I was in the other.
Maybe it was you. It's about like when you have a group of friends, maybe it's in the gym, probably. Bestie. When you have like a group of people that you just default like because you've been with them. Maybe I'm having conversations with myself whilst I'm writing, actually. I think this might be what's happening, and then I'm getting confused with real people and fictional people. But I think you have to stop and look at your surroundings and be like, what serves me? What do I love in a person? What do I appreciate? What don't I appreciate? And make it your reality. Otherwise you're just sheeping along the place.
God, there's so many sheep in life. I agree.
And you've got more in there.
I agree.
And then someone's got to come along and dig it all out for you and dig it out for yourself. We've spoken in a lot of metaphor there, but I just think it's an important message somewhere in there.
The thread is, like, you know,
be you.
Deep your own shit. And if you wanna, you know, deep someone else's shit, it's really, I don't think it's a good use of time. Because also, are you living in Taylor Swift's body? No.
No.
You're living in Katy Perry's body. So live Katy Perry's, you know, true, authentic life, is what I want to say. Well, I think it's about relationships, because, you know, I think a lot, again, I'll have to speak in code. I best put my shades on so no one can read my eyes.
Jack, heavy this cuss on the code. Mindful on the code.
I think that I was having this conversation with someone the other day.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that often, I'm one example, but I think often we project what we want for ourselves or what we want for that person onto them. And it's like, you haven't stopped to think what I want,
what I need, what I'm okay with.
Which is different, and absolutely, it's different. Okay, listen, if he was cheating on me and beating me to you know, a blithereens, then that would not be
have an opinion. Yeah.
But like, you know.
Yes.
On a basic level, it's not about,
especially if someone is demonstrating like happiness, authenticity, like you can tell when someone's living in step with themselves.
Totally.
And you can tell when someone's out of step.
I completely agree.
Like Holmes always says this about me. Like, when I went through a stage, I'd been through a really bad breakup when I was like 19. I went through this like angry, man-hating, like
grow my armpit hair.
Pit hair was long, and that has nothing to do with it, but for me it did. But like, have your pit hair long whether you like men or not. But like, I just went through this whole rebellion against men. Exactly that. Yeah, men. And I remember Holes really saying to me like, I don't know what this is, doesn't feel like you.
Yeah.
And I had to really like step back and be like, yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe I've misconstrued my emotions to be my personality traits, and they are two different things.
Yes.
Fucking profound. And as Chanchala, my therapist, would say...
Do you call her Chanchala?
Well, that's her name.
Very long name. Do you have a nickname?
I can't call her Chanch, can I? She'll be like... I actually rarely say her name aloud apart from
I know.
talking about her. Take it and put it there, because then you can see it. Like anxiety, jealousy, stress, envy, sadness, la la la, all ugly, all bubbling under the surface. Pick one, take it and put it on a chair and turn it into something, because then you can see it and see it not as a part of you.
Good, I like that a lot.
Katy Perry should watch this, because she needs to do some...
Katie, if you fucking need some therapizing, you know who to call, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
You just get in touch. My number's in the bio.
It just applies to so much.
Doesn't it? And I just thought it was such an interesting, because like, you know, obviously Katie's doing it on the biggest stage in the world.
Yeah, and also I guess the discourse about it is always like copycat.
Well, also, it's fascinating, isn't it? Because Taylor looks like a fucking goddess. She hasn't done anything other than doing it first.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to also be Taylor and just be silent. Just let them.
Let them
Look like a fool, is what I would say.
Yeah.
Because that is actually what Katie's looking like.
I know, poor Katie. I feel sorry for her, because she's just...
Well, also...
she's just looked at something good and thought...
No, but also, I
Me
think...
too.
Also,
I've got a life too.
The context of it is, she actually built the whole tour around her fucking space flight. Obviously then got cancelled for going to space. Had to change...
Fair, that was misjudged.
Then had to change the whole tour in 2 seconds and had to cut all references to astronauts.
Oh dear.
So obviously now it's very misguided.
So now it's
tour.
mismatched, and it's like, what have I got in life? Let's
And
do
also,
that.
yeah, exactly.
We've all had a life.
Well, sorry, to keep going about Katie, the difference, again, I will say, between Taylor and Katie, Taylor's written every single one of her songs, has poured her heart out and soul into those lyrics. Katie's had every single song written for her. Every single, she's just a classic pop girl.
Didn't even write Firework.
No.
Baby, you're a firework.
It's just, you know, it's the same as so many of these pop artists.
Wow.
They're just on the commercial pop machine.
But then it's like, let them.
But
Because
then like...
those are bangers, and sometimes we're not good at everything, and if Katie's not a lyricist,
But
let
then
her sing
don't
it.
try and be Taylor and be like, this is from this timeline. And like,
Yeah, fine, because you didn't even write it.
what you mean to say is this is when it landed in my inbox and I
Yeah,
said, that's gonna
you
make me
didn't
loads of
write
money.
Teenage Dream.
Yeah.
Listen, we're all after truth and authenticity
Listen,
nowadays.
and be shameless with your chasing of money, as you fucking should.
But pour yourself into it at least. Give us some blood and sweat and tears.
For God's sake.
Please! God, well, we've just slagged off Katy Perry for 20 minutes, so that's good. We'll never get her in the back of the car. That's another one on the
Katie,
blacklist.
sorry about that. Love you so much. I actually
Graham Norton wouldn't do that, would he?
No, he wouldn't. Oh, God.
Fuck.
Nah, but Graham Norton's on the BBC. Doesn't count.
Can't have an opinion. Can't have an opinion on the BBC. That's why we make our own rules in this car.
Yeah! Graham.
What a day, hey?
What a day.
Anyway, I hope you're well. I hope your emotions aren't becoming your personality. And if you've got exams, I'm sorry. It'll be exam seas. It's exam seas, guys.
I finished really early, I remember. I had so much fucking time.
Oh my God, I finished uni every year in May.
No, my A-levels I finished, like I was one of the
you
first.
picked the good ones.
Yeah.
I was deep in the end. I was
At
in
the
drama
trenches.
right at the end. Written drama exam, and I thought, what's there to
drama?
say? Yeah.
Like, it's basically English for plays.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
It's English for plays. Exactly.
Well, good luck, guys. Listen,
Love you.
if you need some advice, the advice is...
Get your fucking head down.
Yeah, to
Stop
be
watching
honest.
this shit.
What are you doing here, okay?
No, you must unwind.
Well, also,
Let yourself unwind.
if you've made it this far, thanks, because you've helped to monetize this video, but...
we made loads of money from YouTube.
I
this
know,
month.
babe.
Give me here, sister.
Again.
I just want everyone to know I got really paranoid about my chubby boobs this morning. I haven't felt weird about them in ages, but in this dress I was like, I've got a bra on, imagine.
Well, you do look very womanly.
Have you felt my arse recently? Guys, Ella Megget, my PT.
Babe, it's quite womanly.
I know, feel my arse.
guys.
Babe, feel my arse. Because I just think I need to stand.
Okay.
You're not really getting the full glory of it. I just need to be
The other day
to
in the
stand.
hotel.
But like,
Yeah, it's
can you-
good.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
not
it's
down there, the like saggy bit. Get,
yeah,
get the
got
height.
it.
Like here, boob.
Yeah, I got it. It's really good.
I think Ella Megget's really giving me our arse. I'm trying to get curves.
Guys, sorry, we were talking the other day in the hotel at breakfast about...
Naked people and non-naked
Well,
people.
about how we feel so pervy because, like, obviously...
Yeah, you were talking about, you know, when you've got friends that don't get changed in front of each other.
But we walk around naked.
But
like,
we want to look like if I said to Al, I've got some friends, I'm gagging to see their fannies.
I'm like...
I like to know, like we
Desperate
would never...
to just like even one like a glimpse would be enough
You
for me.
are honestly, Al's crazy. Like I'm naked, don't get me wrong, I'm not bothered, but Al's like clothless. Like she does.
What is the difference between naked and?
You become like allergic.
No, I do.
And guys, where did I tell this story the other day? I'm
On the
sure
vlog.
on the vlog. Just fucking rubbing her nipple on my duvet to see if it's gonna overstim
It wasn't nice,
her.
and it wasn't. It was a good. It was.
But she's tucking out my duvet like just like flapping, like.
And then I bent over to do mine.
And I just had a full arsehole, and
Like,
I was like,
full
and I was like,
arsehole.
I actually don't think I've seen my own arsehole, and I've seen yours
In
many
4K.
times.
No, guys. There and Raw the other day was like, so what? Would you like walk around naked? I was like, we would do more than walk around naked, King. What we're doing?
We're doing activities naked.
Like upside down activities, stark bonnet naked.
Oh, but you can't be shy, girls, because I genuinely think this is really important because it is an esteem thing. Like, my body has not changed since I used to hide it away. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
My anatomy hasn't changed. My tits are still chubby. Like, I still, like, don't love, like, parts of my body. But you have to just get to the point where you're really comfortable being naked because I think it's so good for you in front of people.
Yeah.
I just think, especially the girls, you're safe with the girls.
Obviously.
They've all got them.
No, but the problem is some people, like, this is so weird, but now, like, those people, you know, when you try, like, that you haven't seen naked your friends, when they get naked, you're like trying to be like,
no,
so
we're
cool.
such. I know this. And you know the friends that like change like this? And
Yes!
you're like, stop it!
God,
Oh, the trick! I'm
yeah.
like, don't worry! But then I look like such a pervert because I'm like, oh, show us your labia. Inner and outer. Give me both. I just think it's good for young girls.
I agree. I totally agree.
I have it all the time though now with like groups of girls, like if you get a hen or like whatever, you just have to go in straight away and be like,
It's hard to be the first naked one.
it is. And I also think it can be, maybe I don't have this because I don't have like quote unquote the like perfect Instagram body, but I think it can be misconstrued for like an unreal amount of confidence.
Yeah.
And I don't think it is that. Like I don't think it's like my body's amazing so I must be naked all the time. I think it's just like, well, it's the skin
Well,
I'm
this is-
in and why
guys,
would
this
I
is
hide it?
As God made me, yeah.
As God intended.
Yeah.
So I think people worry that they'll seem like they're like flaunting if in front of a group of girls they're like
Guys, you must get naked.
titty fanny out, do you know what I mean?
Get your titty fanny out. get clothless. What do you mean? I'm naked, but you are clothless.
You're clothless.
No, I am. I don't like
I would like, you know, for like a strenuous activity, I'd probably robe up.
No.
It's like,
No, butt
I'm not
naked.
funny about anything. Like when I'm changing or showering or doing like bits when nudity is
but if you had to
is
untuck the
required,
sheets, I think you would.
I'd probably put a PJ top on at least.
Me bending over, and guys, the table was so brown. I was like, see now you see, it's the same colour as that table.
I was like, I literally couldn't care less what colour your arsehole is. Can you turn the light off, please? Nutter.
Oh, it's too good.
It's funny. Clothless woman.
Clothless.
Anyway, be Taylor. Stay away from Katie, okay?
Okay.
Love you guys.
See you next week.
Happy life. We're getting close to the end now. Don't
2 more
cry.
reps. Sorry, everybody. It's quite serious, actually.
That's serious. I might not even have braces by the time this stops.
No way.
Then I'll have to come back with braces. That's embarrassing.
No, that's good. Babe, there's no shame.
Can't believe I changed my Instagram handle anyway. I'm having an identity crisis.
Yeah, don't worry. That will pass in a couple of days.
And I've got tits.
Right, we must leave now, everybody.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye now.